Evening, everybody. I wanted to talk today about keeping hope in the face of constitutional adversity and those who would seek to take away our constitutional freedoms. Um, it's important to not lose that hope for several reasons, and I'll explain some of them in this video. Um, just this week, we've had four pieces of very good news come out of the court system, and the Senate. So the first one, well, one of them is that there was a national gun lockdown mandate that was proposed, and it was shot down by a senator from North Carolina. There was another one, which was a national gun registry that was proposed, and we all know that that a registry is the predecessor of confiscation. So that was shot down and was headed by a senator from Utah. He was the one that led the fight against that. The third thing that um, the third thing that came out from a judge of the circuit court, right? So the circuit courts are higher than the state courts, but lower than the Supreme Court. Um, anyway, there was a circuit court judge that shot down the ban on 18 to 20-year-olds buying handguns. He ruled it unconstitutional. So 18 to 20-year-olds can either now or very shortly start buying handguns again, since they are legal adults and should have been able to anyway. But and then the fourth thing, probably the most important one, is the assault weapons ban that Senator Chuck Schumer had proposed, and it's been shot down. So that's four pieces of very good news just to come out within 1 week. Now, the assault weapons ban was probably doomed from the start anyway because of the language of the Bruin decision, which happened in June of last year, that said that said they can't ban commonly owned firearms, and of course there's many so-called assault weapons out there. So anyway, I've heard from several different sources that I've read and listened to and different things, that a lot of these liberal gun grabbers, they know they're doomed from the start because of the Constitution, but they still attempt it because then they can tell their followers, well, at least we tried. So anyway, maybe that's the case, maybe it's not, and I can't say what will happen in the future. I mean, I don't know what they'll try, later on, but at least at the present time, we have a Supreme Court that has, in several different instances, affirmed our right to keep and bear arms. And that doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with everything they've done in relation to other things, but at least in terms of firearms ownership and the Second Amendment, they've been very supportive and affirming of that. So anyway, those are some things to be thankful for, and also to encourage you to not lose hope. And because, freedom. Ronald Reagan once said that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. That each generation needs to fight to preserve it. Okay, and that torch has been handed to us, and that's up to us now. And that's why the Constitution was written in the first place. A lot of you may think that the Constitution and the original 10, the Bill of Rights, was written in 1776 when the country started. It wasn't. It was written in, I can't remember the exact year, but it was either the late 1780s or early 1790s. And if you know your history, which a lot of our opponents do not, the War of 1812 was what finally got the British to leave America. But between 1776 and 1812, we were in jeopardy of losing our new country to the British through a potential second fight. So anyway, but that's why the Constitution was established, and it's been added to since then. But anyway, that was the original purpose of it, was to preserve and establish freedoms that they can't take away. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I hope it gives you a glimmer of hope despite the adversity. I know this isn't technically a gun advice video like most of my others have been, but anyway, I wanted to make this video to highlight some of those things and to tell y'all, to stay positive and not lose hope, and we'll see what the future brings. So, anyway, I appreciate your time, and we will talk to you again soon. Have a good day.